Imagine waking up one morning to find out that half of the world's largest economies are in turmoil. China has slashed oil imports from the United States, and Europe is reeling from a complete shutdown of Russian gas. What does this mean for the global economy? Could the European Union's economy be on the brink of collapse? Stay with us as we break down this high-stakes geopolitical drama that could change the future of energy and economics. The world is in the midst of an energy war. Over the past few months, two major developments have shaken the global energy market. First, China, the world's largest importer of crude oil, has cut its oil imports from the United States by a staggering 50%. Second, Russia, which supplies about 40% of Europe's natural gas, has completely shut off its gas pipelines to the EU. Why does this matter? Well, energy is the lifeblood of modern economies. Without it, industries shut down, inflation skyrockets, and daily life becomes a struggle. Let's dive deeper into how we got here and what's at stake. China's decision to drastically reduce oil imports from the US isn't just about economics. It's about strategy. In recent years, tensions between Beijing and Washington have escalated over issues like trade, technology, and geopolitics. By cutting oil imports, China is sending a clear message. It won't rely on its primary rival for its energy needs. But where is China getting its oil now? The answer is Russia and Saudi Arabia. Since the start of the Ukraine war, China has been importing record amounts of oil from Russia at discounted prices. This allows China to reduce costs, while also supporting an ally facing Western sanctions. It's a win-win for Beijing, but a significant blow for the US oil industry. While China plays its energy chess game, Europe is grappling with a full-blown crisis. For decades, Europe has relied heavily on Russian natural gas to heat homes, power industries, and fuel its economy. But with the ongoing Ukraine conflict and rising tensions between Russia and NATO, Moscow has cut off its gas supplies to Europe completely. This has sent shockwaves through the EU. Natural gas prices have soared to unprecedented levels, forcing factories to shut down, and households to pay exorbitant heating bills. The question now is, can Europe survive this winter without Russian gas? To counter the crisis, European countries are scrambling for alternatives. They're importing liquefied natural gas, LNG, from the United States and the Middle East, ramping up renewable energy projects and even reactivating coal-fired power plants. But these solutions are costly and time-consuming. The road ahead looks uncertain. The consequences of these energy disruptions extend far beyond China and Europe. For the United States, losing a major oil customer like China could hurt its energy sector and trade balance. For Europe, the gas crisis could lead to a recession, with ripple effects across global financial markets. Meanwhile, countries in the global south, which depend on affordable energy imports, could face even higher prices due to the competition between major economies. Inflation could worsen worldwide and economic growth could slow down, pushing millions into poverty. Now the big question, is the EU on the verge of economic collapse? The answer is complicated. On one hand, Europe's energy crisis is severe. Industries like manufacturing and chemicals, which rely heavily on natural gas, are already cutting back production. Small businesses and households are struggling to cope with soaring energy bills. The threat of a full-blown recession looms large. On the other hand, the EU is resilient. Many member states have diversified their energy sources and built up reserves ahead of winter. The bloc is also investing heavily in renewables and nuclear energy to reduce its reliance on external suppliers. While the road will be rocky, Europe has the resources and political will to weather this storm, at least for now. Looking ahead, the energy landscape is changing rapidly. China's shift toward Russian oil and Europe's push for energy independence could reshape global trade and geopolitics. For businesses and governments, adaptability will be key. For the average person, however, these changes might mean higher prices and greater uncertainty in the short term. The world is at a crossroads. Energy is no longer just a commodity, it's a weapon in the battle for global influence. As we navigate this new era, staying informed is more critical than ever. What do you think? Can the EU overcome its gas crisis? Will China's move hurt the US? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into global events that shape our lives.